Hi everyone, it's Sam from Electric Bikes Brisbane, and drum roll, we're going to step through the Jam2 8.9. And why it's a drum roll is, one, we've been waiting for ages for these bikes to arrive. We first went to Spain in October 2022, and we have just finally seen the first of the Jam2s arriving in Australia now. So I'm very excited to be able to walk through this. Now this one is the carbon Jam2, and it's a brand new model in the Focus Jam2 range. The alloys have been a very, very popular bike, and they've had a makeover as well. Very, very similar platform, except they're alloy. This is a 29er, front and rear, 160mm dual suspension platform. Has got a great reputation as a really good all-rounder. A little bit of downhill, cross-country, people do the rail trails on them. They're just really, really capable bikes. And what is nice about these new versions is they've gone to a 4-bar linkage, and there's a heap of adjustability in that geometry. So you can customize it depending on how you like to ride. So if you do like your downhill and your bigger air and your bigger drops, you can tweak your geometry so it matches that. Or if you're more of a trail rider and you like a bit more agility, again, you can tweak your geometry so it suits your ride style. So the other big update to the Jam2 platform, it's gone to Bosch Smart System. This has got a big 750 watt-hour battery, and if you just look at that frame, it's just really sleek and nicely integrated, and it's got all the smarts that come with this new Bosch Smart System platform as well. Focus have changed their colorway, so they've really come out with a bang in terms of introducing a new range. We've got these really nice two-tone colorways. This is a lovely matte carbon finish, and you'll see this colorway and the different color schematics featured in all of the Jam2 bikes. There's 4 models in the Jam2 8 range. So 8 means carbon, and this is the top of the range of the carbon models with the Bosch CX motor. There is one more above this, which is the Jam2 8.0, and it comes with the Bosch CX race motor. The other bikes in the range though, the 8.7, 8.8 and 8.9, have the Bosch CX motor and all the smarts that come with that, with the Bosch Smart System as well. If we just touch on that, what that means from a riding perspective is that you've got your option of eMTB or sport mode. Most people will choose eMTB as it is a mountain bike. You've also got Tour or Tour Plus, if you want that more sort of touring oriented, more efficient battery usage option. And then you've got other features such as hill hold. We've always had walk assist, but hill hold is a new one. And of course the ability to match it up with some of the accessories that Bosch have brought out that work with the eBike Flow app. And a very popular one is the Bosch Connect module, which is the alarm and tracking ability which gets fitted into the motor. So let's start at the front of the bike and work our way through. So big 29er wheels. On the 8.9 they're DT Swiss wheels, so a really strong burly mountain bike wheel set, really gearing it towards those who are going to use this bike quite hard. On the front we've got Magic Mary tyres, and then on the back we've got Big Betty tyres. So again, a very downhill, sort of very tacky tyre system there, so you're really going to be able to push it into those berms. On the 8.9 you have the beautiful Fox 36 float factory Cashmere coated forks, very pretty. Also super plush and very tunable, which is important if you are a rider who likes to push it, apart from the fact that they just look great. For stopping power, you've got Shimano XT brakes. You've got big 4-piston brakes here and a big 203mm rotor, so good anchors there if you need it, especially if you're coming downhill fast. And it runs on a 12-speed gearing system, and this is the Dior XT 12-speed. So again, a lovely, crisp, high-performing gearing system. So great shifting, quick shifting if you need it, shifting under load. A nice little touch at the front here is that you've got a little mud flap, so you're not going to get too dirty if you are going to be doing sort of muddier runs. You'll see this is a custom Focus stem which runs all your cabling through it, so it keeps things nice and clean running through your battery. So if we look at the cockpit here in terms of from a Bosch Smart System perspective, it's running all the options here. You've got a Bosch Kiox 300 display. You've got the Bosch mini remote, so a much smaller, more discreet way to operate your power. And you're also running the Bosch LED remote, which is here on the top of your top tube. What that means is you've got information at hand and very, very easy to sort of keep an eye on things like your battery, your power levels, and with your Kiox 300 you've got access into navigation and a whole heap of extra data as well, which you can source through either the display here or through the eBike Flow app. How you control the bike is through your Bosch Mini, and it's very, very similar to all the other Bosch operations, and you've got your pluses and your minuses for depending on which power level you want to choose while you're riding. Let's move down the bike here, and what we have is a big 750 watt-hour battery here, plenty of range, which matches with that strong Bosch CX motor, 85 Newton meters of torque. Gives you great range if you want to go out for those sort of long 2, 3, 4 hour rides, particularly the option to be able to ride in turbo a lot more if you want to. This battery is removable. Focus have designed this bike so it still keeps it nice and stiff and takes some of the weight out, but you can still remove this battery through an Allen key and it pops out. Otherwise, you just charge it on the bike and you've got this handy little charge port just here. There is also the option coming of having the range extender with another 250 watt hours, and you can see you've got the mounting points ready for when it does arrive. So from a suspension perspective, we've got the Piggyback Fox suspension here. This is Float X. Highly tunable. You've got the lockout features too if you want to be running it in like softer suspension or you want to lock it out for climbing. I mentioned earlier all the adjustability with the focus geometry, and these are all your different adjustability points here, so you can really fine tune your geometry depending on how you like to ride with this bike. Really nice feature. So this has got a postmodern dropper seat post, runs plenty of drop. We've got it set very low here. You can run a big seat post and a lot of drop as well, so caters for different sizes of riders. And there's also a choice of 4 different frame sizes too, which is nice. This one is a large. You've got small, medium and extra large to choose from as well, depending on how tall you are or actually just how big you like your bikes to be underneath you. Most people will have your own cleats, but Focus actually do provide pedals with these bikes. So they're not mountain bike pedals like the classic mountain bike pedals, but they are a pedal that you can ride away on and still ride your bike and change over if you do prefer a different style of pedal. So there we are. Finally, the Jam Squares, the new Jam Squares from Focus have arrived. This is a lovely carbon model, and as I mentioned, there's 4 of these in the Jam Squared 8 series. There's also the 6 series, which has got another 3 models if you prefer the alloy and not the price tag of a carbon. Great bikes to ride, really, really handy, sort of do anything style of bike. Has been very, very popular in the past, and with the changes, it's even better to ride and more versatile for those who like to push the limits a bit as well. If you're interested in test riding, jump onto our website. You can book a test ride directly or send us a text message or give us a call. Very happy to help you.